I'm a little back and forth, but we have a brand new document in the Idaho 4 case. Let's go over it real quick. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer. Everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only. And just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. One, we have one document, and we have mentioned here that this has been sort of abnormal behavior for the Idaho 4 case. Normally, after a hearing, especially a hearing with such bombshell information as the past few hearings have been, we have gotten like a bunch of documents. That hasn't happened at all in this situation. We have pretty much our first new document, and it's really not even a new document. It's a second amended order for disclosure of IGG information and protective order for said IGG information. Now let's recap the IGG. The state did not originally have this information. A TUI request had to be put in, then they received information, but it wasn't a lot because the feds that were in charge of doing the IGG, the genealogy work for the said family tree that was given to Moscow PD in order for them to work from to find their suspect, aka Bryan Kohberger, there wasn't a lot of work done. The original information had been completely deleted, and they did not want to give up, and most likely still have not given up, the protocols and the profiles and the platforms that were used in order for them to do any of this work, so say. Well, whatever the state received was given over to Judge, and then Judge got to decide what was going to be handed over to the defense team. So this is one of the situations I find it really strange that the judge technically knows more when it comes to the types of discovery that's out there than the defense team does, whenever the defense team has been fighting for pretty much everything this entire time. And what we've learned so far is that all of the really important information just happens to not even exist, it seems. So I don't really know what they're fighting for at this point. There's just nothing of importance left. Now, when it comes to the IGG information, after one of the most explosive hearings that we have seen in a long time, we then had a closed session about the IGG where Leah Larkin and Becca Barlow, and we heard there was going to be somebody else, and it looks from this document that also Stephen Mercer spoke again on the IGG information. That all took place on the 30th in a closed session. This document pertains to said closed session. Second amended order for disclosure of IGG information and protection order. Based on the May 30th, 2024 hearing, the sealed order for disclosure of IGG information and protection order is amended as follows. Defense counsel Ann Taylor, Jay Logsden, and Eliza Massoth, defendant Bryan Kohberger, IGG defense experts Dr. Leah Larkin, Becca Barlow, and Stephen Mercer, and defense investigators may view the IGG materials provided by the state. Any further dissemination of the materials or the information contained within the materials must first be approved by the court after a showing by the defense as to why such individual needs the information for the preparation of the defense. Additionally, no individual on the family tree who was not previously known to the defense via the defense's own investigation may be contacted by the defense or any agent of the defense without prior authorization from the court after a showing as to why such contact is necessary and material to the preparation of the defense. The defense's mitigation expert, who has created her own family tree and who does not have access to any of the IGG information, may continue her mitigation investigation, including contacting defendants' immediate family members and other related individuals. So this is telling me that the defense is now being allowed to see all of it. Whatever was not included in the cherry-picked pieces that Judge gave them previously is now being handed over to them. So that's definitely a win for the defense team. And it seems like all of the original stipulations are still in place here. If they had never heard of a person's name before that is on this IGG work, they are not allowed to contact them without getting prior authorization from the court with good cause. But if the IGG paperwork happens to have somebody's name on it that the defense team can prove they had prior knowledge of before then getting the information with said person's name on it, then they can still contact that person without having to go through all that additional red tape. And This is also good because the person who's doing the mitigation family tree, because this is a death penalty case, it has to go back those 3 generations, which is something new that we learned here, right? That person doesn't get any of the IGG information. So it's pretty much like a blind test to see if the family tree that the mitigation expert comes up with matches the IGG one, but neither one of those people get to see the other work, it seems like. Like, obviously, Ann Taylor, Logsdon, Massoth, Larkin, Barlow, Mercer, those people that are working on it are going to get to see both and do the comparison and the contrasting. So it'll be interesting to see if the information matches, because it's supposed to, right? If they've got the right guy, everything should match. So again, this seems like another win for the defense. This seems like all of the information now gets to be sent over and looked at, not just the cherry-picked pieces that I've had a huge problem with, and I have been very vocal about having a huge problem with. But that's it. That's the only document. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. See y'all.